Gun violence has become a prevalent theme in America, with shootings in our everyday headlines. As of July, there have been more than 356 mass shootings in 39 different states, including one right here in Louisville. And today we are looking into how our young people are often on the receiving end of the trauma.
I was in upstairs B hall in my astronomy class. My teacher's face just went pale. Like, I've heard this alarm I never heard before. I just remember trying to get out of there and just hoping that I wasn't gonna get shot. It feels more than like just fear. I think it was just acknowledgement that these could be my last moments.
An American reality, far too common.
This was the table I was underneath when everything happened.
An accidental alarm going off and a swatting call happening within weeks of each other.
That's the thing with those false alarms. I mean, you want to get out, but...
Triggering a world of hurt for this young generation.
But this was mostly when it was really bad right here. This was when a lot of kids were walking on top of each other. So I ran home basically, and when I got home, I actually started to throw up spit. Even though it was false, it did affect my body in a negative way. I was in pain in some ways.
Getting that phone call was probably the most terrifying thing that I experienced in my life, because you should feel safe going to school, and what's happening now, these kids don't feel safe.
Even though it's fake, it's still scary.
Yeah, it's still scary to think that there are people out here that would do this, to come into a school and do this to innocent people.
In America, at least 40 states require active shooter drills.
You can never go wrong with a culture of preparedness. But there's tremendous inconsistency in active shooter drills. The most important thing is that the adults who are charged with executing the plan can maintain calm and continue to follow the protocols in the event an incident occurs.
Within the span of a decade, public schools have primarily turned to active shooter trainings as early as preschool in an effort to keep children safe, while also leaning on other tools like AI-powered advanced weapons screening and bulletproof whiteboard-safe rooms.
Right here in Kentuckiana, we have seen school districts like JCPS start to implement these advanced weapons screening programs. For Olivia, the graduating senior there, she chose action. She went to the school board lobbying for active shooter training to resume since COVID had put those plans on hold. And we will show you part 2 of this story, deemed One Nation Under Fire, right here on WHAS 11 News at 4 tomorrow. Right now, you can watch the full series on WHAS 11 Plus. That is our streaming app. It's available on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and now the Apple TV streaming service.